Wait a minute. Am I on? Oh my God. I might be on. Holy moly. All right, hold on a sec. Do I have to unmute Game Scout? First of all, no, I think he's here.
I
Scout,
am here.
you're here? Okay. Now let me just figure out if I'm here. So I'm going to go into the whole thingamabob. Welcome, everybody. I am, who am I? Oh my God, I'm Keith Didion. Normally I'm Van Dweller. So I guess, but today I'm Keith Didion, and you are David McDonald, and we're gonna have George Lannis here. So all these wonderful personalities who you know by name are here. It's
Of course,
weird.
you know my name.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird that they want us to be known by that, but that's what they want. All right. Well, welcome everybody. This is my first time this year doing quals, so I'm excited. We've got Game Scout. Of course, you know him better as David McDonald. And we have Kingsman, and you know him better as George. Is it Jorge or George? What is it, George?
It is George. Yes,
it is George. Okay, George. It's George when you're in normal events, and then it's Jorge when you're in like the LATAM events, right?
Yes, that's the only way I can compete is that they have to call me Jorge. Otherwise, I am booted.
Yeah, they don't really. You're like a fake LATAM person. All right.
The biggest LATAM ever.
Yeah, all right. Well, I'm so not prepared at all, but let me go to, let's see, channels I can manage as editor, and I'm going to the dashboard. What's that?
Poopy. Just saw a very nice line spin by Poopy. Wanted to call it out.
Oh, I totally missed that. It's very upsetting. All right, so we are underway. So we've got Quaid, who's just going by Quaid this time. We've got, of course, Sean Rich. We need to have everyone's real names. Like, why do we have to use our real names, but these players are still like, Quaid and Nerds and Joey? Like, it's not even his real name. So, anyway.
You have to call Joey Joseph?
Yeah, well, he's a little, he's probably the nicest man you could ever meet, like, in person. But I could tell there's a little bit of kind of something there because in the Tetris community, he used to be Joseph. And then when like we've got, the new Joseph, the new, more kind of, let's say, all right, world champion caliber Joseph, he had to go back to being Joey. So it's kind of a little emasculating there for Joey, but he's the nicest man. He's really the nicest man I've ever met. We had chicken sandwiches together here in Austin, Texas. So that
he
was
stuck being the average Joe of Tetris.
Yeah, now he's just like the below average Joey. So it's weird. Joey knows I love him. Actually, here's the thing. You can joke all you want about like, oh, this person's bad. Everybody like watching this stream is like one of the best players in the world. Like when you compare it to the rest of the world, like, like George here is
true. Blind Storm qualifier proved that.
That's right. Yeah. Did you see that Dorm qualifier? I mean, it's like, that's how you're going to win a qualifier, by inviting people who don't know anything about Tetris. So there you go. Arbaro says, Vandy, are you related to Joan Didion? Yeah, distantly, of course. All the Didion clan were the two most famous Didions. So, yeah.
Imagine being part of a clan.
Yeah, we have meetings and stuff. It's pretty weird. So anyway, Game Scout, is this your first time is this your first time being on Quals this year?
It is. Yeah.
So you are probably bursting with like things to say and insights and whatever. So I don't know. What do you want to say now that we're here?
Maybe I don't know. I'm here to enjoy the games. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to watch much the past 2 days because I was driving back from the Dr. Mario World Championships yesterday, and then today I had work most of the day. So nice to actually sit down and be able to relax and take it all in. It's crazy this year.
All right, so we got a little bit of a pace alert. Should I say? Can I say that word?
Yes, you can.
I can say it. Okay, I don't know I didn't get the style guide.
2021. It's okay to say those.
It is. All right, so we got a little bit of a pace alert here for Quaid 525 top left corner, and then Nerds 579. He's gonna transition 600 here, so he's gonna be looking for his second max out. It seems like the main topic of conversation watching all this, George, is that how many maxes is going to take? So you're probably the biggest fan of all this stuff that I know of, in the sense of even if you had you weren't running a community or running a tournament, you'd be watching this stuff privately at home. I'm very much convinced of that. Like, this is your favorite sport at this point. So what do you think, in your expert opinion, as a fan, an aficionado, what's it going to take to get into the top 64?
Well, I really, really think, Van, that's going to take. No, I'm just kidding. So, no, I mean, I was talking with Chris about that. I was on with Chris this morning to do one of the qualifiers, which is nice. We got to talk about LATAM, but I think the way that it's looking is that 2 max outs is almost going to be hard to say. Will that be able to secure somebody? Before, when we started this, everybody's like, I don't think you're going to need 2. 1 definitely is what the talk. But now, just the way that these qualifiers are going, these people getting great scores. I mean, look at Joey. Joey, like, almost a 1 away there. Nerj just got one, earlier. He's trying to go for a second one now. It's looking like 2 is going to be the magic number to maybe get you top 64. I mean, and the heavy hitters haven't even come out yet. So this is day 2, and we're already in this situation.
Well, we had transitions on all 4 boards here. Joey's board's gonna fall apart, and I know I'm really rooting for Joey because, I mean, I don't know, he's just a nice man. He's making he's making artisanal food products in his garage, like hot sauces and whatever, and selling them.
I had no idea.
Yeah,
what kind of hot sauces? Oh my goodness!
I don't know, all kinds of sauces and jellies and he's got like a whole Amish kind of factory going on there, cottage industry. Joey Parker.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it is awesome. There you go.
Oh, that's a good one, Keith.
That's right, George. No, we gotta keep this whole real name thing going, because I don't know how exactly that happened or what it is. Maybe they want to use this footage later. I'm not exactly sure why, but maybe they want to see people's names on screen. And I guess while I'm at it, I should try to put you guys' names on stream right now.
Can you?
Speaking of real names, Sean Ritchie is balling out with the center well, on the verge of max outs.
Yeah, well, what would you expect? I mean, this is, of course, what he's known for. Anybody who's knows anything about Classic Tetris the last few years is going to know about the Quaid well, center well, that whole style.
He doesn't use it all the time, though. He's now switched back to right well.
Yeah.
See if he'll finish out the max out in center well style, or just play it a little more traditional.
I think it's good to have that kind of in your tool set, the facility and just kind of familiarity and ease with playing that way, especially as you get deeper into a game and you do have to be a little more aggressive, but it can just backfire so often because, you really end up managing 2 stacks, right? The one on either side of the well. And so you've almost doubled the difficulty of what you're trying to do. And you
Quaid just got jammed. He needed a long bar to escape, and now he's got to build dirty to finish off the max.
Yeah, he's
actually. I don't think he can get it at this point. Dang, that sucks.
Well, yeah, he would have had to get 1 and then built for 2.
I mean, he can get a really good kicker right here. He can get the kicker out of the way.
Yeah, I mean, he could build. He could have. He was trying to build for 2. You can see it right there, but obviously he's not going to come. So maybe there's this kicker. So. All right, Quaid is on the board with his first score. Hopefully someone's going to type that in, because I'm not going to do that. So hopefully
I don't know who's around to do that. Somebody.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Do I even have access to that sheet? I got to check.
I don't know. Well, if you could, David, that'd be great.
I'll see. Let's see.
let's go check if David McDonald has access to this Google Sheets.
Throw it over to David McDonald. David, he's going to be the running theme of the night, folks.
Yeah, I think we're not supposed to. The other thing is, I think we're not supposed to make fun of anything. Like, this is what. Now I'm like, why would you have me on? For one thing, and why would you allow people to bring Kingsman into it? So.
Well, I just kind of throw my weight around literally to get in.
Well, yeah, and that's why you're able to get into things so easily.
Indeed.
Yep. You're just setting them right up there, King. I mean, sorry,
and you knock
George.
them down there, Van. I
That's
mean,
right.
Keith.
Yep.
Meanwhile, look at this interesting stat. You know, we saw last night, Van. I don't know if you were watching Louis' qualifier, that he's got that kind of leg action motion. You know, just the body vibrating, making moving along to the beat of the blocks. You got Poopy kind of following the same suit. Poopy looks like he's Flintstoning it all the way to to the next levels here.
I mean, it has to be some sort of nervous or kind of anxious habit. And there's nothing more than people who are feeling anxious. There's nothing more that they like than for people to point out their nervous habits and tics and so forth. So good job there, Kingsman.
No problem, Van. That's what I do.
He's handling it very well. He seems to be able to play normally holding his hands above his legs. I don't know if he normally rests his hands on his legs.
Usually that's the way you see him play is how it is. Usually his camera angle though will be up from the waist up when he streams, like when he does matches and things like that. You don't usually get the waist down, so that's why most people probably don't see him doing that. And he's not doing it like consistently. He's kind of just in and out of it from here and there. So
yeah, don't worry about us, Poopy. You be you. You know. You do you.
That's right. We're just here for the fodder to fill in.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we're not really required. I mean, honestly, I'm enjoying all the streamers that I've heard, covering the quals. But there's also something to be said for just those quiet times when you're like not trying to fill the air and like you just kind of let the qualifiers happen. You know, it's okay.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. I do like when streamers kind of just be quiet and show their joy by going.
Oh, see, you're you're making fun of me.
I was ready to pog out over Quaid's dirtiest of dirty Tetrises, but he didn't quite get it.
Yeah.
Still plenty of time. They're just getting underway over there. It's a party. It's a party, guys. They're having a party. We're having a party here. They're having a party over there, of course.
They're in the bone zone. This is the
zone, yeah.
Now, here's what I'm wondering about the bone zone. Like, can you buy that off the shelf? So there's like someone who's like in a catalog. There's like a whole bunch of people buying neon signs that say bone zone, and I don't even know which is worse. Or do you say, "Hello, neon sign maker. I need a sign that says bone zone."
I have the answer for that. If you want me to tell you the legit story,
I do want the actual.
I don't know. Scout might know. Scout, do you know the story behind the bone zone or no?
I don't. Chat just filled me in, but aside from that, I only know that.
So maybe we don't plug. I guess maybe we should plug. I don't know, but in the Peace Dependency podcast, Van Dweller, that you were on once a glorious time ago.
Which podcast is this?
The Peace Dependency podcast. You ever heard of that, man?
I can't say I've ever heard of it, no. But anyway, continue. Sure. Yes.
Then yes. Anyway, so to start off season 2, Quaid and Steve were on there. They had a fantastic conversation with Frank. Obviously, we'll give a shout out to Frank. He's a good dude. And they talked about the evolution of the bone zone, and as it was mentioned in the chat, that it's a custom-made item. So in essence, yes, Van, somebody did go to the neon sign store and said, "I'd like to make a sign that would say the bone zone," and sent it to my friend Steve DeLuca, since that's the party pad over there. And it was Jaws. Jaws is the one who came up with the idea to make it, and said it cost him quite a bit to get it done, but he says it's totally worth it. And the guys have used it ever since.
And then what is it actually referring to? Like what is the bone?
The bone zone is just basically their little party pad. It's just like a man cave, a den, whatever you want to call it. It's their party palace, the bone zone.
Okay. I don't really want to. It's a family stream. I don't want to know what kind of parties happen there. But anyway, Quaid 190 here for Quaid. We got 56 for nerds. 250.
Shout out to Jaws in the chat. He's with us right now. Just let us know. We very much appreciate your Bone Zone neon custom sign.
Yeah, I think we probably need more custom neon signs. I think in the Tetris community. Like, why should Bone Zone be the only Tetris zone? Right? I think we need more of these. So, I think I'm going to get one. I have I'm living in a new place now.
Oh yeah, how's that going?
It's awful. I didn't hire any movers because I'm extraordinarily cheap. I'm a very frugal man, and I don't want to pay any movers. So I have a paid for like SUV, like a 2005 Honda Pilot, and I just made a lot of little tiny trips and moved everything that way. And so it's been going on for weeks and weeks where I just make multiple trips throughout the day. So it's awful. The new place is pretty cool, but I don't know. There's kind of some weird people living here, so I'm not sure that.
Well, let me ask you: is it better than dealing with the barking dogs next door?
No, I'd rather the barking dogs.
Oh, that's pretty tough.
Yeah, it is.
No, you're not. You're not a fan of the dogs.
I like dogs in general, but these dogs were ill-mannered.
Oof.
Yep, that's right. All right, well, who's got stuff going on, Joe? Oh, Joey. Oh, my God, what are you doing? That piece is never getting over there, Joey. And we all know it as DAS players. Don't you hate that when you just like, yep, this time it's going to get over, and like it never does. And
it was a desperation move, it looks like. He had no other options.
Yeah, well, and you just kind of go, but then there's always got to be something better you can try to do, I guess. But there's nothing worse, and you're like, oh.
I was busy trying to think of if Joey had a neon sign behind him, what would it say?
Yeah. All right. Why don't we give that to chat right now? That's their assignment.
The sauce boss?
The sauce boss is very good. Yeah, Joey the sauce boss.
Scout, how do you do it, man? Just off the fly, he comes up with that.
No. He had that ready to go. He's like, all right, Joey's the sauce boss. Okay, what sign would he have behind him? So he already knew the answer when he asked the question.
Oh yeah, I had the whole bit planned out, but then King asked Vandy a question about moving, and I had to sit on it for 2 minutes.
Yeah, no, he was just like, can't wait to say sauce boss. I got it here. People are gonna love it.
Everybody hashtag sauce boss in the chat. Let's go. Let's make it trending.
Yeah. It's good though because he needs something. They stole Joseph away from it. Very classy name, and they stole it from him. We have Joseph at home. I guess now Joey is Joseph at home.
Actually, it was pretty funny, Van, that JD had said earlier in the chat. He said Joey got him confused with Green Tea for a little bit back in 2018.
See, that is not the kind of thing you should relate in public. These private humiliations that have been expressed to you privately, you should keep those to yourself, George.
In fairness to Joey, nobody knew what green tea looked like, so
yeah,
I could understand the mistake.
Of course, man.
It wasn't like mixing up two people what their faces are.
And that is honestly a wonderful compliment. I wish Joey would have mistaken me for Van Dweller so I can have some more professionalism in my commentary. But come on now.
Well, the sauce boss is now trending on Twitter, so I mean, this is pretty amazing. There, thank you very much, David McDonald.
I know it.
Yep.
Oh, so good to see the coaches here. Van, he's out of seclusion. Came out of hiding to bang out 3 max outs last night. Pretty impressive. What'd you think?
Yeah, I think that was impressive, and I think the degree to which he didn't care about stencil readiness was like super awesome. He was like, I was looking at his stencil. I'm like, this guy doesn't care. And I got to be honest, it was my favorite version of Mr. Valor at all because he's basically like, yeah, like I don't give a crap about your stencil. Here's 3 maxes. Eat it. I loved it. Like it was awesome. Like it's my favorite Mr. Valor ever. And now I'm a huge Valor fan again. So I'm into it.
Amazing. Yeah, he came in like a boss and got it done. So congratulations to him. It was very, very. I was a little shocked, man. I'm not gonna lie, because I didn't know what to expect. He'd been away for a little bit. I was like, is he just gonna just show up just to do it so he can waste the DILF spot that he won, right?
Yes. Now, am I allowed to are we allowed to have fun on the stream or no?
Yeah, come on, bro. It's first of all, it's late night, right? We're in the evening hours here in the U.S., so it is late night. Kids are put to bed.
All the kids are gone to bed. Yes.
That's right.
Yeah, CTWC late night. Oh yeah, that's good.
Playing it.
Hell yeah.
All right, we're gonna put a little sauce boss right there.
Put a little sauce on that. Come on.
Oh, Calculating Poet is watching with a 3 and a 5-year-old. All right, so that everyone, please cease having fun immediately because Calculating Poet's 3 and 5-year-old are here. No, but that's fine. Listen, we in our little CTM community, and when it's kind of like the off season, the CTWC off season, we get a little salty, a little spicy, a little saucy, or whatever. But here, CTWC family event, and we will try to make it good for families, right?
I guess so.
And it's not late night because some parts of the world it's the morning. So, right?
That is true.
It's very America centric perspective, you guys.
Well, I mean, it is the country I live in, man.
It's kind of a microaggression, guys. You might want to think about yourselves and just kind of how you relate to people.
Here we go. He's coming out with the nonsense microaggressions. Wow, Van, you're so cool, bro. 2021 Van Weller's awesome, man. My God.
All right, we
the
got
only reason. Go ahead.
Not Survival by Nerds. My goodness. Oh no, and a little square hang.
No, he's gonna be fine. He's gonna get it.
Oh no!
Oh. Nerds has got the one, and he's only got 30 minutes left. So you can start a lot of games in 30 minutes, but you can only really get one to a few of these to a max out. So I think he's gonna want the 2, at least. But even then, I'm not 100% sure. And back to what Kingsman was saying, because that's the only topic people can think of to talk about is how many max outs is it gonna take? Well, I guess we have to talk about it. I mean, very early on in the year, and you know me, I'm always Mr. Toot your own horn. I invented everything. I was right all along. I mean, that's like my whole thing. But I was very early saying that like 2 maxes is not assured, and I think probably 2 maxes. There will be some people who get 2 maxes that do not make the top 64. That's my prediction.
I'm a big. I love the stats and the people who try and use all the stats to predict it. Rory and Pumpy Heart have both come out with their tools to try and predict it. Earlier today, based on the first day of data, Rory had predicted 1 max and like a 960 cutoff, I believe, as the kicker. That might have changed after today, because I don't think people were expecting some of the current players today to get 2 maxes. So I find those extrapolations really interesting because they take into account all the factors that like I can't keep track of in my head, like the strength of the players in every individual day and what all their PBs are and their history.
And people bring a different level of intensity, and we're getting everybody. We're getting people. It's like when you have like CTM or the monthlies or Brawl or this or that, like, you're not getting everybody in the entire community every month. And of course, you're not even getting everybody in the community this month. There are some notable folks who are not playing. But I mean, here we're getting the largest concentration of highly skilled Tetris players. And so it's really hard to predict what's going to happen. So I don't know. I mean, it doesn't stop us from predicting because, whatever, you got to do something. But I don't know. I think two and a low kicker, you should not feel comfortable. I mean, you should feel comfortable, but you should not necessarily expect to just get in.
Right. And I think, looking at yesterday's qualification with Heps kind of gives you an indication of like which way things can swing. You got a situation like his where he literally was racing against time to try to get any type of max out. It took him like an hour and 45 minutes to get the first one. Then luckily got the other one to back and put him in at least, hopefully, to stay on course. I mean, there are people out there, Van, that have their own spreadsheet predictors that are showing that Heps right now could be on the man on the outside at two because his kicker is a little lower compared to everybody else. So that's the frightening thing to think about.
Yeah.
That literally someone with max outs as good as him could be out of the golden bracket.
Yeah, the golden bracket. Well, you don't always believe what spreadsheets tell you, do you?
Well, I mean, that's what they're there for. They're tools to help us.
Hey, by the way, Stanislaw, I don't know if people have been thanking the bit donators and all the sub people, but thank you so much, Stanislaw, for the 501 bits. And then there was 500 bits earlier from him as well. So Thank you for that. And of course, we have Arden with the resub during Grand Design's section. I didn't hear anyone acknowledge that person. So I want to thank all these people who are supporting the channel. And it's really important to do that, okay? You know, I mean, this is let's face it, no one's getting rich off a Classic Tetris tournament that I know of. Or if they are, I mean, like, they should be paying us more. But, you know, I mean, they need support. And, you know, your subs and bits go to help support this great scene. And so, you know, if you've got a Twitch Prime sub or you got some bits burning a hole in your bits account or whatever, then, you know, throw over to CTWC. Why not?
Right.
Now, take a
you
look.
you really got to do it, guys. You know, really get out there and really show us your support. Hell yeah.
Oh, my God. Oh, no. All right. So bottom right corner, we've got a poopy alert.
Oh.
Yep.
You need to take a timeout, man?
No, I'm good. Barrett, thanks for the resub. So good of you to do
I don't
that.
know if I want to speculate what Poopy's neon sign would say.
Oh, my word.
He's my. Now, there are folks watching now who don't necessarily follow the scene year round. Oh, look at that.
Oh, man.
Come on, Poopy. But he is probably my favorite, one of my top favorite restreamers. I always do well when I am restreamed by him in community tournaments that go around the scene throughout the year. And he's extremely dry wit and really just funny, cool guy. So big fan of Poopy Old Hag.
Absolutely. Great voice, too.
Yeah. That's the one thing we're missing here with these voices for these guys. We got to get Poopy on here one of these days.
Yeah. I mean, well, you know, if somebody got a deep voice, they can maybe channel the inner Poopy.
Okay. Now, listen, Kingsman, I will get you right off the stream right now.
No, we're doing this for Calculating Poets Kids. I'm sure this is the funniest thing they've heard all night.
That's true. They do. Kids do love poopy jokes, so you know.
Of course.
Yeah.
Come on, we have to cater to the toilet humor now. Come on.
That's true. All right. Well, let us thank, by the way, some of these subs coming in. Javan T, subscribe with the Twitch Prime. Ivory 99, the piano player. Thanks for the tier 1 resub.
Oh, Joey had a vid set up and he didn't do it.
Oh no, Joey. See, this is the other thing. What happens when you don't watch Tetris all year? You don't know that a VITS is a thing.
Yeah.
See.
All right. He'll learn maybe on the next turn.
Yeah.
But you know, all the players on here have potential for multiple max outs. So I mean, I was concerned when I looked at the schedule, and I'm like, all the other streamers, like they took all the good spots where like, oh, it's gonna be Dog and Joseph and this and that, and they just left me with like, nothing wrong with Quaid, but it was the only match that I had. So thankfully, some of these other players are going long. So you know, we've got a really good palette here.
Yeah, I think you really have a nice assembly of different players, all different styles. You got 2 DAS on 3 DAS actually in this one, and then you got the 1 tap. And I like it. I like the mix we're seeing. DAS has been
What?
out, so we're liking it. We're liking it.
We are liking it.
Come on, guys, you're the B team. Put on a good show for Vandy.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, really, it's kind of. They're not the B team. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is the person who made the schedule, whose name rhymes with Fist Boris, gave himself all the good slots.
Scott Boris?
That's right. It rhymes with Scott Boris. Scott Boris gave. Yeah, that's right. He made the whole thing. Only Chris Bidwell understands that. But
hey, I mean, maybe Harry Hong's agent is Scott Boris. That would explain a lot.
My word.
All right, so look at Quaid here, 649 on 21. So this is maxable. 567 on 19 for Nerds, maxable. And of course, 22,900 for Joey with 4 lines in. That is maxable. So look at this.
X5 pace, guys.
Okay, can someone explain that to me, first of all, while being respectful to our co-streamers here? Can someone explain X5? Because I've seen that, but I don't. Is that a thing, or is that just a Grand Designs thing?
No clue.
Okay.
I couldn't tell you. There might be something scientifically proven that makes sense, but I have.
Okay. So this is like he's trying to make fetch happen, is what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Now maybe somebody in the chat might have more knowledge to that, but that's all I know. I just know X5. It sounds pretty cool, to be honest. When I heard it the first time, I was like, wow, what is he talking about? It sounds something awesome.
All right, Quaid with the column 4. Well, as we love to see Quaid go, and he's going to go now column 9, which is like my least favorite one. And he's going to get it. Boom Tetris for Quaid. I get to say Boom Tetris on this stream, so that's good.
Column 9 is like the delayed Burn Kingdom.
Yeah. And another column 9 for Quaid. 864 on level 25. So he's got a lot of runway here. Does not need to go crazy, but that's not going to stop him from not going crazy. He's set up again and another Tetris. So tons of room. Just needs really 3 Tetrises, depending on where he gets them between now and the end. And that was probably a little bit of a misdrop for him.
Gets the pieces to get out of it.
Oh, easy. Look at that.
He's going for column 3, right?
Of course.
Yep. Oh no!
Oh. Okay. So this is he's got lines to burn. He only needs, he's got 18 lines till the kill screen, and only 8 of those have to be Tetrises.
Yeah, he's got the runway to burn this down, but really needs favorable RNG.
Oh yeah, it's just parity is a problem.
Dang, he's gonna have to build these on top of garbage.
Yeah, and
out of time.
Yeah, exactly. So
right here, he knows it.
Yep, he's setting up, and this is
he needs the piece. Yep. Oh my gosh.
He can get it. He can get it. He has no lines to burn. Needs a long bar over to the left side.
He's 2 long bar.
1 left, and where's the other one? Give it, and he's gonna get it. And max out for Quaid, number 1. Yes. Yes.
There you go, Van. That's a oh, right there.
Oh, yeah. There's Kingsman. Oh.
That's incredibly clutch.
Yeah, huge. He knew exactly what he needed to do.
There you go, Van. He's pointing at his head. He said, "I got this, guys."
He knew exactly what he needed to do. Knew exactly how many lines he had, how many burns he could take. Knew that he needed 2 long bars. Set up exactly for them. Went all in on those 2 long bars. The long bars came, and that's what you had to do, and he did it. So there it is. He's got 1 on the board. He's gonna need more.
Exactly.
And he's got a lot of time, Ben. Last year he had to get the max on his last attempt. He spent a lot of time kind of fooling around and just not getting it done, and took him all the way to the end to get his 1 max out, which got him in. And now he's got it early enough that he can start building up and get another one, and maybe a couple more to get him in a good spot. All
right, we got transition alert here on the bottom right for Poopy Old Hag, and bang, 520 transition for him. I'm going to go ahead and read off some more of these donos, if that's okay. 400 bits from Rye Chessman. I believe they deserve to be called out. Maybe I'm old school, but 400 bits from Rye Chessmaster. Peyton, thanks for giving out a tier 1. Rainmaker 205, prime resub. King Kadid, whatever that is, 100 bits. So thanks so much. Okay, so Nerds is in trouble. Okay, gets that. Now, this is burn downable, but it's going to... Oh, look at that spin there. Sorry.
Nerds or Poopy?
I'm sorry, Poopy. Oh, my God. No. Getting flustered.
I'm getting all nervous here.
It's my first time streaming, guys.
Cut me some slack. Oh, lumbar flat, beautiful.
Look at... Okay, so he's going to get out of this.
Perfection. A little bit behind on the max out pace now, though. He's going to have to turn on the gas for the later levels.
Yeah, he burned away about a level and a half or more. So he's just going to have to go. Well, we'll watch him. We'll keep our eyes open.
It is such a crazy tone shift from last year, though, where last year was kind of like, oh, no.
Wow.
Everybody's rooting for the player to get their 1 max.
Right.
And they're in. And then this year, you root for the max, but then once they get it, it's like, there's no time to waste. There's more work to be done. Like, Quaid's had a great qualifier so far, and if he submits with what he has, it's very unlikely he'll make gold bracket.
Yep. Or as I call it, the World Championship, by the way. Anyway, it's not really a bracket. It's like
The Mega Masters event.
yeah, that's right. CTM Championship. I mean, nothing. No, but I mean, it is the World Championship. I mean, there is a thing where they're calling it the gold brackets, but I don't think you want your main, like, primary thing you work on all year to be known as just one of several metallic brackets. I think you want to call it the World Championship, but that's just me.
That'll be the last you hear of Van for the rest of the week.
That's right. Yeah, we don't need that guy. Anyway, go back to your stupid monthly, whatever, that we're going to usurp in 3 months anyway.
Yeah, so Poopy's now out of max out contention here, but he still could improve his kicker.
Mm-hmm.
That's right, Moo. Got the feed. Somebody.
That is, yeah, the tone's different. Like now, like the tone is you want the 2 max outs, but you also want the 900K kicker.
Right.
So it is valuable to play these out.
And he's clean again, but yeah, he's just going to need...
Oh, yeah, it's going to be hard to improve much now. I mean, he can get 2 more if he plays perfect.
Oh my God, what?
What the hell? Oh, my word, Poopy. Come on.
He's going to miss out.
That wasn't on my side. That was...
Yeah, no, I know.
Oh, he's got 1 line to go. And he burns in the kill screen.
Oh, no, and he cannot improve his kicker.
And he reset. Cool, let's go. Hurry up.
So Nerd's still with just the 1 and 15 minutes to go.
This is danger zone for Nerds. Like a 995 kicker is really good. But, you know, if he wants to not sweat all Sunday, he's got to get another max here.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, listen, we can pretend all we want that we like know what's going to make it or that we have a good idea. We're just guessing. We have no idea. It's a lot's going to depend on the distribution of the remaining players, and you know, yeah, there is a big chunk of like world-class people waiting, Dog and Joseph, and however many Artiagas there are, I don't know, but we don't know. We're guessing as much as anybody, but it seems like 1 max and a good kicker, you're going to be very unhappy all week.
It's going to be borderline, and yeah, it's going to be scoreboard watching.
Well, he's doing what he needs to do right now. At least 406 or 85 is pretty good.
Yes, indeed.
Van said really important, the scoreboard watching. I mean, that's the best part of the qualification. Last year, scoreboard watching was so much fun over the weekend. Like, obviously, you got the early stuff going on in the week. This year, I think the earlier stuff in the week has been exciting to see. Like, this is the kind of pace that we're starting to get at. Like last year, things were kind of a little slow, and like Scout had said, basically anybody was getting the max out, you're like, oh, they're going to be in. Now, a year later, the tone has shifted. Was like, well, are you going to get in? Mm-hmm. And I think that's very exciting for each day that's coming up to see like who's going to rise and who's going to fall.
So Joey with a huge transition here, but a terrible situation in his board, and this is going to fall apart. Ugh.
It's so tragic. A 630K transition with DAS is a thing of beauty, and it's sad to not be able to continue it.
But you know what? Joey's happy because not only is he a sauce boss, but he's also beaten his buddies Louis and Ben in the overall score. So that I know he is very happy about.
It's true. He's safe for playing in something. 966, probably safe for silver bracket, maybe. He gets to play with friends, and they're fun folks in that bracket. A lot of veterans didn't even make the silver bracket last year.
And of course, you don't see them trying again this year, which is a little bit sad because, I think, you kind of want these folks to be part of it and to be part of the whole thing. I mean, these are folks that, let's give them credit. They hauled themselves year after year out to Portland, really, even if they had won the whole thing, it would not have paid for their trip. And these are folks that were just dedicated to, playing Tetris, and they're wanting to see their friends, and, and little did they know they were keeping this kind of scene alive. and you kind of want to see them here, in this online forum. So it'll be interesting to see what happens when we go back live and who we see,
Yeah, I mean, the online quals, you're kind of seeing the evolution of last year where nobody really knew what to expect last year. This year, everybody knows what's up. Everybody knows what they got to do. So you're seeing a lot of people who saw last year, who had the access to play online, and are like, oh, I want to come out of the woodwork. I want to participate in this. A lot of those people are here this year, and they're raising the bar.
And Nerds is certainly raising the bar. Look at this. He's got 700 on 22. So let's go, Nerds. He really needs this one with about 11 minutes to go. This is definitely max out he's got to get.
Playing really aggressive, but gets the Tetris. Another Tetris to reset the board. Really crucial.
I mean, Nerds has always played that way.
Joey playing bonkers aggressive and gets 2 Tetrises by the skin of his teeth.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, the players that we're looking at here, Scout and Van, is that they're really known as aggressive players. Each one of them always just don't take a lot of burns. They like to build up to the sky if they have to and go bonkers. Maybe Poopy out of the 4 here is probably the more safer of any of them, but I mean, still Poopy's pretty aggressive at times. So not surprising that they're all just trying to go as strong as they can. They know what's at stake. They know what they need.
Yeah, an aggressive poop is a scary thing.
Oh, listen, this is Dirty Scout. Okay, we need Clean Scout for our CTWC. Now there are secret Discord channels where Dirty Scout does thrive, but this is not one of them, David McDonald.
Oh my word! There goes that VPN sponsorship.
Oh yeah.
I bring out the best in people, I think, is what's happening.
Yeah, you really do. You're so bad, Van. But look at that, max out again. There we go. Finally,
there it is. Nice. Hey, you can stop playing. All right, there you go. Thank you. Good. Let's start another one. So he's got 2 and a great kicker, actually. So does he have the best kicker of the 2 folks? Of the 2? No, he doesn't. So
he does not.
Second best kicker. Terrence? What have you done, Terrence? But I think he's in, but yeah, you don't know.
Yeah, I think this is safe. This is pretty safe.
Yeah, so this is, you got to feel good, but you got 9 minutes. Let's put on another one. Let's be really safe.
Well, now it's all about improving your seed and not being stuck towards the bottom or the middle where you might have to face someone annoying first round. Annoying as in annoying to beat, not annoying in their personhood.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna sit with that for a little bit and just kind of see where you kind of are going for.
Let that one bubble a little bit.
Yeah. Dirty Scout.
Indeed. So, looking at tomorrow as winding down today, some notable names, Van, that can definitely shake things up in the max out scene. You're gonna see Longboy from Sweden is definitely a player that has come on the rise. Most certainly will be interesting to watch their qualification. I'm sure we're going to try to look for 2 max out. You're going to Scotto Bozo, of course, acclaimed 1.5 RNG manipulator, right?
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, it's not even the world record, anymore. Even if
former world record holder.
Yeah, I mean, in one respect, it really was the world record. Anyway, King, continue. Go ahead.
Yeah, so you're going to get a couple of those guys. You're going to get Beta Strep, who got a max out, man. Finally, he did it. It finally happened.
Was he angry even just getting them? Because he's always angry. So I wonder, even just getting the max out, I picture that he was really pissed off.
Oh, he looked like he was relieved, if anything. Looked very relieved. And it was good to see that. And then, of course, Vince is on tomorrow. So can you imagine his first max out on qualification? Wow.
Yeah, no chance. But all right, so we got Joey here, level 21, and we got Poopy Old Hag 595 here on 20. So, possibilities. But both of them have to be much more efficient than their boards are allowing them to be right now.
Yeah, quite just a moment ago had to throw away a 585 transition after a very high center wheel stack and a miss drop. But it's encouraging, though. I think it's encouraging where you at least make transition and you're like, that was a good pace, rather than having a string of games where you're just kind of struggling around in the 18 range with endless digs.
Yeah, Joey in trouble here. Joey seems to be gambling a lot on just kind of being able to set up like one or two deep wells in column one and then being able to burn and then just not getting the piece to burn though. So I don't know anything, and Joey's like 15 times better than I am, but maybe a little more building out of the left needs to happen for Joey. But you know, you get into these things where you're like, it's not going the way you want, and it's very hard. You get tunnel vision, you know, about how, you know, you just get stuck in these little ruts. Happens to me all the time, like commentating, just like right now, for example.
Yeah, you're in such a rut right now.
I am. I'm at the top of my
Oh
game.
my goodness. 1235 in the chat has pointed out that Trey is not playing this year.
What?
He's not on the list.
Not on the list. That's correct.
That's not surprising to me. I mean, Trey is extremely busy man. And you know, he just had another child, so I mean, he's very busy.
Oh, that would explain it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, how much time do you really think he's dedicating to this game? You know,
Enough time to build Max Out Club somehow.
Yeah. Well, I think that was before the child came. So. Now, of course, Joey and Trey, of course, very famous for being some of the early adopters of the retro USB AVS console, which is now legal apparently. And they're the ones that convinced me to get it.
And this is Max Out Watch for Poopy. He's finally improved his kicker with that Tetris.
All right, I'm gonna give advice and encouragement to Poopy along the way because that's what he's looking for.
Can I start going?
No, listen, come on. How dare you?
Actually, he might need to go perfect here. Maybe? Yeah, he's really close.
Yeah, it really is. But so far, good low board.
Oh, no, it's going to be one short.
Well, he can build for two. He's got a burn here.
He's out of margin.
Oh, come on.
Oh!
Wow. What was that?
There's nothing he could do with his board afterwards, but amazing survival after that misdrop to improve his kicker. 946. Still an improvement.
Nice job.
Oh, my word.
Impressive.
Yep. And, you know, it would have been close last year. So I know Moodus was...
Would have gotten him in, right? Yeah.
Would it have, though? What was Moodus' score last? He was the last seed. What was his...
I think he got a 919, I think it was.
Oh, okay. Yeah, would have got him in last year. So this is what you're up against. Not good enough. You'd have been like top 8 seed like every other year before last year.
Yeah. Joey topping out with 98 points.
Yep. Club 98.
That's a good year.
Poopy, of course, with the falling, gently falling pedals. Known for that, to the frustration of many viewers and players in the competitive scene.
Are you a big fan of the pedals, man?
Why would I care about the pedals? First of all, I'm not watching restreams. Okay, I don't know who out there is watching restreams, but I'm not watching them, and I'm playing them. I don't see them, so I don't know if it bothers anyone.
Well, you're not watching them is kind of the reason why nobody wants to restream these days anymore.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's the whole scene is dying. That's right.
Yeah.
It's not at all. It's bigger and better than it's ever been. So there you go.
All right, so Nerds at least did the right thing. He got out of the mess and restarted. So this is it. Last game for Nerds, probably with 2 minutes and change left. This is it. Got to cement the third one. But you got to think, gotta get you in, I guess.
Yeah, I mean he's mostly playing with house money at this point. He can take it easy a little bit. He knows he's basically guaranteed himself in, and now it's about making a statement.
And of course, the seeding, right? You really don't want to face anyone named Saley or Artiaga or who else? I don't know.
Or Roy.
Oh, Roy. Yes, that's right. Roy. People got some weird ass names, don't they? You know, Roy. What the hell?
I know. Why would you have that name?
Yeah.
No, I did have an extended conversation one time in the community about who had the shortest name. Max Roy is a strong contender.
Yeah, I can't even think of I mean, unless his name was Ty or whatever. But I mean, is that his full first name, or is that just short for like Maxwell or something?
Maximilian? I don't know.
Oh, that's good. All right, we got Quaid here, 5'10" in the bone zone at 113 lines. So that is something to look at. And he's just, he's whatever. He's conversing. He's gesticulating. Like, it's whatever. He's not even... All these other guys very focused, just like, all right, I've got to do this. But I think he thrives on the kind of not paying attention too much thing. Probably doesn't want to overthink it. So, I don't know. I think this is just his milieu, and he's happy to just kind of hang out, chill, and play Tetris like he does all the time on stream. So this is how he feels comfortable.
No, this is pretty much typical stream night over there at the Bone Zone when they used to do Tuesdays and Thursdays. They were doing that every week for a solid year. And then Quaid recently got a new job, and his hours have changed. So that's why they don't see him too often now, because the times that they were streaming is when he's usually working. So it's good to see him now. Good to see him back in the Bone Zone at his old time slot. And yeah, this is pretty much what you would normally get on the stream. There's nothing new. There's nothing new. Exactly what you're seeing here. It's a party over there. That's how they look at it.
And this has been an amazing game from Quaid so far, over a 600K transition. See if he can cement his status as qualifying for the gold bracket or world championship.
Yeah, it's kind of, the world championship. I mean, they're not telling me to call it that, but I just think it sounds a little grander than gold bracket. Yeah, that's just me though.
But sorry, as you were saying, Andy.
I don't remember, but George here brings up something that kind of saddens me. I never really thought about Quaid outside the context of, just kind of being a Tetris player and probably just going out and partying. But the image in my head of him having to go to work is a little bit, it saddens me a bit. Like, if anybody shouldn't have to work, I think we need him to be like just this kind of unemployed guy just playing Tetris. Like, that's how I want to think of him. But
imagine growing up and having responsibilities.
Yeah, like I can't. What does he do? Is he putting on a khaki pants and a French blue collared shirt? What is he doing?
Maybe he's.
Oh man, I have something to say, but I gotta keep it for Scout After Hours.
Yeah. Is he like Deuce Bigelow or something? What's his job?
I don't know. Maybe he's Jake with State Farm. I don't know.
Oh, that's true. All right,
Quaid from State Farm.
So 827. So yes, definitely within easy max out territory. And he's just going a mile a minute,
Yeah, I mean, these are great setups. Ooh, a little aggressive, but gets the Tetris.
Yeah, I would probably be a little more conservative now, but what am I? I'm nothing. I can't even break 800. So
Quaid is amazing at recovering DAS after misdrops.
Yes.
Like, you kind of rarely see him just completely spiral out of control.
So we've got last game alert here for nerds, 526 here at 115 lines and no time. So this is, a lot of times you see, last game, best game, and he's going to want that right now.
Ooh, Quaid's going real aggressive. Last second adjustment set up for the Tetris. Needs two more. Takes the triple. Oh, and passes up on the Tetris.
Oh, he probably didn't realize it was going to burn.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was going to clear out.
All right, well,
But he's got time.
Yeah, he's got plenty here, and he's going to get it. We all know he's going to get it.
It's 17K.
There it is.
There it is. Okay.
All right, number 2 for Quaid, and his kicker is what? 956. So this is, you're probably feeling okay.
Yep.
I mean, he's going to be feeling okay no matter what, in or out. Whatever.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
Oh, but hey, 2 more maxes, and he gets the all-time DAS qualifying world record.
Set last year.
By
Tagamek.
you.
Oh my god.
I believe Valor beat Tega by like a couple thousand points.
Oh, did he really? Oh, shoot. Set by Mr. Valor. Mr. Valor has a record? Oh, man.
Oh, nerds.
Oh, nerds, yes.
Oh, my word. That was scary.
All right, yeah, just calm down there, nerds. Just get the score. You're good.
Everybody kind of pins and needles just watching to see what mistake is he going to make, or is he going to get out.
Kingsman,
Yeah.
why would you say something like that? What is wrong?
A beautiful line spin and a double tuck by Poopy. That was an incredibly clutch solve.
Game Scout's the only one watching Poopy right now. I can't take my eyes off of nerds. But I'm glad you are. Thank you for doing that.
That line spin was just like a siren call to my eyes.
Yeah, someone please clip that and put it in the Vandy channel. I want to see it. So Nerds is in really, really good shape. 778 here on 24. And there it is. So over 800 still on 24. And Joey again with like, a really decent transition. Hard to max from, sub 500, but possible. And he's only got 1 minute and 16 seconds left. So he's got a decision to make, really. If he's aware of the time, he's like, is this going to be the game or not?
He's going pedal to the metal. He was dead without a long bar transition, so I'm glad he got it this time.
Down to his final 60 seconds to make that decision, like Van said. Looks like he's just going to go all the way. Come on, Joey, let's go.
Yeah, for me, I think if I were good enough to actually have any skill, I would be starting over. But because it's really hard to max from this. I mean, look at them though. Oh, no. Now I think that decision was made for him here, unless he gets a long bar and a couple more. So.
Oh yeah, abort now, abort.
Yes.
Yeah.
Go now. Yeah, it was just a little, mid 500s on level 21. You really want to be, well into the 600s, if not early 700s at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like 600K by 21 is the benchmark.
Give Nerds another one. There it is, man.
There's another one for Nerds. Last game, best game.
Going
there
for the
it
Tetris
is.
On the kill screen.
Go.
He gets shrouded.
All right, so super safe, very, very good. Definitely good for middle. Definitely. I can't make any guarantees as an official representative of Classic Tetris World Championship, but it seems good to me.
Seems good to you, Chris? I think it seems good. Hong Kong's finest does it, man. There you go.
Is he?
Said.
What?
Go ahead. I was gonna say the only sad thing about all these maxes is that it means if one person gets their first time miracle max, it's not going to be enough.
Yeah.
Right.
It's still a great personal achievement, though. I would say.
By the way, Miracle Max would be a great name for like the next Hydrant Dude alt. Just saying.
True.
Yep. Oh wait, are we not supposed to bring up these topics? Alting.
Yeah,
I'm supposed to pretend that doesn't exist. Shh.
Correct.
Is there a history of people making puns with Max's name and Max out? I feel like that's an obvious one, but I don't remember seeing it.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Listen, he's a young man, throughout this Tetris community the last few years. He's been probably like 18, 19, whatever. I don't think they're making puns, I don't think puns is a thing that the kids do. It'll come back, though.
One day.
Yeah. All right, so Nerds is going to be feeling happy. The board filled up with 9s. Love it.
Nice. And he came strong on the second half, man. Like, we've seen a lot of these other players start to kind of fade in the second half of their qualifier, but he came on strong. The first half, was looking a little rough, but look at him go. Last 60 minutes. Nice job.
Yeah, 2 hours is a long time to play. And now Joey, of course, is on last game with a deep well in column 3 and this little kind of reverse kind of overhang thing on the right side, which he's going to take care of. But I just want a good board, like just burn this down. But on the other hand, you can't because you're at 219 through 62, so you've got to make.
Yeah,
these
it's
points up
okay
somewhere.
pace, but yeah, it's borderline.
Well, I want to have one more Tetris at this point. I would love to.
Yeah.
Because right now he's on pace for like another sub 500 transition. So,
Right. It's like when you're here, it's like, all right, I can work with this, but I'm gonna need, not many burns in the latter half of the 18 portion.
Yeah. I hope he's not listening to this, because nobody should listen to this while they're trying to play. I'm just hoping. That's my advice to everyone. Don't.
I hope he's listening to this.
You do?
Oh, yeah.
Why?
Who wouldn't want to hear the sultry tones of Keith, George, and David?
Keith, George, and David. Oh, my God.
Barrow in the chat said we sound like the newest sports radio show hosts.
The AM radio.
I'll take it. I mean, maybe that's to comment on your. Oh, Joey's going to top out. He got too high. Oh, sauce boss.
Hey, Joey's going to get to play. Definitely safe for something. Probably for silver brackets. I look forward to seeing him compete.
Yep. Joey,
GG,
Joey, we love you. And we're going to have. Oh, he's got his Nest Tetris Masters book out there.
He's got the book.
He's got the book.
Is he going to rip it apart like you did?
that is what I did. I did rip the book apart on stream.
Goes to show you how well that works for you, Van.
He's too nice to do something like that. He respects private property, and and it would be wasteful to do something like that. And it's not the Joey Parker way.
You know who we need on the stream? We need the guy who wrote that book. We need his thoughts on the scene as it is now. I don't think anybody's heard from that guy in years.
Yeah, I don't think so. Well, I mean, Kataro must know him, right? Alex Kerr must, because he did consult on that book or something. At least it says so.
Yeah.
So
I think he wrote a forward, didn't he? Write a forward on that?
Did he?
He did.
Yeah. So we got to track that guy. This sounds like a job for Game Scout.
Sorry,
yes.
David, get in touch with, please.
Yeah, is this one of your video ideas in the rejected bin?
I hadn't thought of it before. It's a video idea.
Yeah, do this. I want to see this. Track that person down and see what they think now. If they even know what's going on. Maybe this person could be just like milling out all kinds of books, whatever. Okay, write one on Tetris, write one on gardening, write one on this, and whatever. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see if that person's following, because I got it early in my Tetris journey. I guess I learned a few things.
It was a good comprehensive resource like several years ago. There really wasn't a collection of info like that back before the Discords were established.
That's right. All right, so now I got to look at this scene. It's all in Polish, so I don't know how to turn off.
Ooh, and we got a max out alert for Quaid. Right on the brink. Oh, and that might have sealed it. He might be one short.
He's going to set up for 2, and he's going to get it. No, he's going to get it.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
No, I miscalculated it. Yeah, he needs one more.
Now David. Oh, come on. Give him the right L. He's boned. Well, he's improved his kicker. Yep. So now he'll get in. See? That's how tight it's going to be. That's my prediction. So GG's Quaid, sort of.
Yeah, definitely a GG. Another good game.
All right. We're going to take Joey out of here. Oh, Sauce Boss.
The balls.
That's it. All right. Can I move people to different? Because is it weird to have them? Well, I can just fill it up. I got a logo somewhere. There. I'll put this logo over there. Right. Logo. Although it's kind of near the other logo, so we'll put it up here. There you go.
Am I allowed to put your face? left.
My face? Should I put my face on here? Do you want to see my stupid fat face?
Yeah, in your new place, of course.
It's all boxes behind me. It's really embarrassing, and I'll probably never clean these boxes out. Like these boxes will be packed behind me in this office until my next place.
Okay.
Everybody in the chat is loving the fact that Quaid's new kicker is a palindrome.
Oh my god! Look at this 9755579.
I'm sure Vince is loving it.
Yeah. And speaking of palindromes, everyone, check out the new film, The Palindromists. It was only like 8 years in the making, and they finally got it out. And it's great, and I watched it, and I like it. So I don't know where you can watch it, but just Google it. There you go.
And it's got Weird Al.
It does have Weird Al in it. That's right. And yeah, so that, be wary of that part. But the rest of it's good.
Come on, Van.
Everybody
loved UHF.
Everyone loved UHF. I don't know if they did.
You're telling me you're not one of them?
Everybody when they're a kid around our age liked Weird Al, up until that, the Nirvana album was probably the last one that was good. And, and UHF came around the time when I was kind of like not into that kind of stuff anymore. I was getting more serious. First of all, I was like discovering girls and,
excuse us.
And, other books. And I was reading books, serious books.
I'm sure.
That's how he has. That's how Scott. That's how he has that extensive vocabulary he uses all the time when he talks to people.
Not really. It's bad. I've forgotten so many words. It's pretty bad.
You come up with some new ones every day, and I'm like, I gotta get the thesaurus out and find out what the hell did he just say.
Well, I mean, you're a man who sells books that he doesn't read. I mean, that's your thing.
Correct. Well, why do I need to read them? I'm trying to sell them.
Well, maybe it would help you sell them if you're like, oh yes, I can recommend this. World as Representation and Will by Arthur Schopenhauer. Yes, in Kingsman, that would be good if you could do that.
Okay, Van, like that really works. Come on, you know where I work and you know who I work for, so that doesn't work that way.
Andy, do you think one day when this is all over, you'll write a memoir about your days running CTM?
No, I'm gonna try to forget it immediately. I don't know.
There's so many tales and stories to tell.
I'm gonna have to ask Kingsman for them because I don't really remember any of them, to be honest.
I'll write the forward.
Yes, thank you. And if you can write the rest of it, that would be great, and I'll just put my name on it. Kind of like you do with like your entire personality on stream, as I wrote it for you, and now you take credit for it. Anyway, 294 for Quaid. I'm so mean. That's what I'll be known for the most, is being so mean to people.
You are a meanie. I don't know why I put up with you.
Because I made you who you are today. Thank you.
Made me famous, yes.
I'm like your second father.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, son.
Can I have allowance?
Yes, actually, I do owe you guys some allowance. I actually do.
I know. I'm waiting for my June payday. Come on, bro.
It's true. I haven't paid anyone since June. Oh shoot! And I still got to get those prizes out for STM last year.
Oh my god, I'm slacking, bro.
Yeah, Hydrant Dude Jounce or whatever. He reminded me of that today. I'm like,
on his 5th address.
He's on his 5th address, but I have real reasons why I didn't do it. But I'm gonna do it. I've got what I need now to do it.
As long as you finish it faster than I finished my 2019 bids, you're good.
Yeah. So hey, here's a question. Now we have the great Game Scouts here in the channel. What are you gonna do for 2020? Here's my experience sitting in my own home, or what are you gonna do?
Before Scout answers that, this kind of shows you, Scout, that he's not watching.
Yeah, I already uploaded part 1, Bandy.
Oh, you did? Seriously? Oh.
Yes, I did.
Oh.
Well, to be fair, when did you do that? This weekend?
2 weeks ago.
Oh. Do I even follow you on YouTube? I'm going to go into that.
No, it's okay. The way YouTube works now is basically like subscriptions don't mean anything. It just kind of like it pushes it out to a couple of your subscribers, and then if the analytics are real good, it'll push it out to more.
Wait,
but it doesn't ever push it out to anybody.
What is the point of subscribing?
There's no point. I mean, unless you're somebody who exclusively has bookmarked the YouTube subscriptions page. But if you're somebody that goes to the YouTube homepage,
no, I just go to subscriptions. I don't look at any of that. I don't want to see what other people are seeing, to be honest. Like, it makes me sad for humanity.
Yeah. Like I still use it because I mean I had that page bookmarked for like 8 years. But for all the new people, it's just about what's the last channel you've watched a lot of videos from. It'll show you more than that on the homepage.
Yeah. No, that's what I've had to do. Is like every time I go to the homepage now, I'm just like, why am I getting this? I don't want to watch this. And then I have to go to the subscriptions to find because I know like certain things are getting released like on Mondays or Wednesdays or whatever. And then I'm like, I want to see that. I know what time it is. It's supposed to be uploaded. Why does it not showing up on my home feed?
Okay.
So then I got to go right to subscription.
So I did see this. This is you sitting in the Discord chat with all. Okay, so I did see this.
Yeah, and that was my experience. It was sitting in the voice call with a bunch of people.
My experience was trying to shout through chat at Chris Forrest the entire time. It's like we stopped saying whoop and fix the stream.
Manuel, check my protocols and see if you like them.
What the hell?
It's like, yeah, like stop saying whoop. We got a stream that's dying here.
Whoop.
I'm looking forward to Forrest's Kingsman and Vandy impressions next time he restreams here.
Yeah, I'm sure that is what he'll do. No, he's too nice to do that. I don't think he's a Vandy fan. So I don't know that he'll be. But maybe maybe he will.
Not everyone can be.
No, I'm very challenging person to be a fan.
Tell me about it.
Yeah.
Tell me about it. Yeah.
All right, so Quaid on a little pace here, a little bit.
This is barely max out pace.
No, he can do it. He's gonna do it.
Gonna be tough.
Ye of little faith, Scout.
Yep, this will happen. That's a Vandy promise, and you know how good a Vandy promise is. Ask Max Roy how it is.
I'm gonna see if he can double quick tap something over. Oh no, it doesn't look like it.
All right, yeah, that's not gonna happen. And well, poor Poopy here on the bottom right-hand corner. It is decent, almost halfway to transition pace, but see that one max out, just one, and you'll
solidify a high silver seed.
Well, again, we don't know. We're just guessing as much as everybody else,
right?
And I don't, I this list, looking at the end of the day for day 2 of qualifiers, does not have as many 2 qualifiers as I thought we would have. It was not the same as yesterday, so the same pace. So I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't get the same powerhouses that you got in day 1.
Like
tomorrow,
like these household names we had, like E flat and Terrence Y and Brighton and Jordan. All these household names that we had. Yes, we didn't have these powerhouses today like we had on those days when Yusuf got 2 max out.
Of course.
Yes. Kingsman. My God.
Household names, sir. Don't you know?
Oh, wait. Terrence was earlier today. Oh, well, I don't know. All the days run together since COVID.
Yusuf's a household name in the Discord for sure.
Yes.
That is, yeah, he sure is. He is. That is true.
First player from Azerbaijan to qualify. It's very nice to hear that.
Is that a real place?
If I said it, then it must be real.
It sounds like a guy's name. Like, this is Azerbaijan reporting for whatever.
Reporting for Al Jazeera.
Yes. Well, oh my God, it's good. No, I mean, it could. Well, but Al Jazeera is actually, by the way, really good news source. Like, I watch it all the time. It's really good.
Oh, it is. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's like up there with BBC.
Yes.
I'm just trying to save Scout here from charges.
Well, right. Well, hopefully, Scout maybe have signed something earlier, so who knows?
That's true. We all had to sign. Oh wait, no, we didn't. We didn't have to sign anything. That's right. No, but when you enter into a business relationship with someone, you do, there's contract and things you can do and can't do, and it's only fair.
Correct. Yes.
Yep.
We got to be business-like.
This is a business. All right. Tetris is serious business, guys.
No fun and games here anymore.
Yep. No.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I think that's kind of what appealed to everybody when they first saw, Classic Tetris in their YouTube, recommended feeds. It's like clicking on it, thinking it's kind of like, a lighthearted parody or something, like Tetris World Championships. But the seriousness with what everybody, treated it as is what made it so appealing.
Yeah, I agree. Those videos that got surfaced in people's feeds in, 2018, that kind of thing. Even before the Joseph stuff, like the Jonas and Alex finals and the Jeff stuff. Although the Jeff one was kind of more lighthearted. But really, yeah, they were very intense in a way that people do not expect.
Yeah, it's like, this is not just, a joke. It's people are taking it, quite seriously.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that part is the joke, but it's still, it's
yeah.
But I don't know. There's something to this, and I still believe, after all these years, after more than 3 years of like streaming all this stuff and whatever, I still believe that this has the potential to be like a worldwide, thing with a worldwide following. It is worldwide, but like with the kind of thing where the guy in the street would be able to, know something about it. I really believe that. Now, of course, we did just break Tetris, so I'm not sure what the implication. I mean, this is something that will probably have to be talked about, but I don't know what the implications are down the line, downstream for Jounces or Hydrant Dudes 1.6. Like,
do we really want to rehash all 6,000 rabbit hole messages?
Yes, we do. I just mean in terms of, is this the last year where it's going to be truly competitive, where like kill screen matters, and or is this going to become a something where it's it's like Tengen Tetris, where it's marathon mode and who can go the longest, so
yeah.
I don't know. I'm very curious about next year. Now, part of the dynamic is going to be that it's going to be in person, and not as many of these like mega kind of rollers might be able to fly out. But on the other hand, the prize pools are getting larger, so it's worth it to fly out. So
that's, Van, that's kind of what Chris and I were talking about earlier this morning, is that, do you think that some of these regional organizers maybe try to help the sport grow and kind of like say, okay, well, if you're going to be in person next year, maybe can we find a way to get more people to sponsor our event to try to get the best player in our region to be able to afford to go to the tournament and be able to represent a brand out there?
I'm confused because that's what they did, right? I mean, back in the the olden days, these qualifiers did send airfare. Did give airfare in a hotel.
But we're talking about like countries that are outside the realm, like
the realm, yes, okay.
Because look at this. Like, do you think in 2022 Nendo's going to be able to find a way to get here on his own? No, I think he needs the support of the community around. Does the Singapore qualifier that he participated in, let's say he wins that, are they willing to be able to foot the bill to send him to try to compete? Because clearly he's one of the best in the world and now always has a chance to do it.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Go ahead.
And the players I would really be hoping for that they can find a way are the ones who are going to surprise everybody that nobody knows yet, that are really good. Like Nenu, for sure, wouldn't be able to make it out on his own, but he's famous enough, I believe, that there'd be people who would be willing to help out in the same way that people were willing to send him the gear and everything he needed last year. And a great, gesture from the community, from Jeff and Kim, and I think it was Zeno, I forget his name, who sent him stuff. Xerxos, yes, yeah. But the players who would surprise everybody, that nobody knows yet, that don't have the fame yet for people to be willing to donate, I think they'd be the true people missing out, and that would make me, sad.
Well, I think this is why the online scene is going to have to continue, right? It can't just
Mhm.
be, Tetris once a year. We do need the sort of online scene or whatever, or something. It doesn't have to be CTM and Brawl and Gauntlet and whatever. Who knows? I don't know what CTWC doesn't tell me anything, but I mean, it seems like they would want to have something going more year round. But you're going to have this be building throughout the year in order for that to happen, so these players can build a reputation. Get the
Yeah.
sponsorships, and there's going to have to be sponsorships. I mean, I don't know. I was telling Shark, this is another Vandy thing where it's like, well, Vandy said 2 years ago, but it's really true. I was trying to tell some of these players, go get sponsors. Like it doesn't take a lot of money to make it worth it, or to get you able to go somewhere, or to pay for at least your hotel or something like that. It doesn't take a lot of impressions on a large stream like this to make it worth it. So I mean, go try to court sponsors. But
well, see, the hard thing with that is you got to have good sponsors, because there's sponsors out there like
Raid Shadow Legends.
Right, yeah, I've got an email from Raid Shadow Legends like 5 separate times wanting to sponsor me, but do I really want to sell my dignity?
No.
That was E Flat's problem, and that he was offered, a sponsorship by Tim Hortons back in 2018 to go to the Tetris World Championships, all decked out in official Tim Hortons gear.
Yeah.
He didn't want to do that.
Wait, why not?
He's like, I look ridiculous.
No, but that's awesome. What are you talking about? Like, who's advising him? If you're decked out in Tim Hortons gear, like, you couldn't be more Canadian than doing that. Somebody else needs to advise him, because that would have been cool.
And that's a reputable brand too. I mean,
Yeah, that's a real brand. That's not a joke. That's like a Canadian institution. E Flat. What are you? By the way, do we really have to call him E Flat?
I don't know, but you can call.
I'm gonna say for reasons down the line, it would be a good idea to call me Flat.
Oh,
if you like. But I'd call Quaid max out number 3. He's got it, baby. Put in the books.
Look at that, number 3. Is it 3 or 4? What is it? 3?
That's
I think
4. that was no 3. Should be 3.
Was it 3? Oh my god.
Yeah, I think somebody's updating it for you. So
they're updating it really quickly. Oh my god. So there it is, 3. So he's feeling good. And he's got time, you could get 2 more. You could get 3 more. You could get 4 more.
That's very impressive.
Did he just break the dash record? Does he have a higher kicker than Valor?
I wished he did, but he doesn't. No, I'm just kidding. I love that.
He is
very close.
He's short by about 8K.
Yeah, he'll get it. This is
all right.
This is in the bag.
36 minutes to go.
Really impressive showing from Quaid, especially like I mentioned last year. He only was able to get the 1 max out. So now look at that.
Yeah, I'm really I'm a big fan of Mr. POH here. I don't want to call him Poopy. Like, I don't know. He's that's a name he's got to change there. I don't want to call a guy Poopy.
You want to call him Lou?
Lou, I don't like Lou either. I mean, I like it. I don't know. I mean, it's fine, but I want to call him. I don't know what to call him. I guess Lou is fine. Classic Vom's supposed to call him Big Sexy. Well, he is 23, so I'm allowed to do that.
No, I think he's referring to Quaid.
Oh. Let's call Poopy Old Hag Big Sexy. Why not?
Mm-hmm. Whatever floats your boat, man.
All right. I'm going to call him that from now on.
There you go. Yeah, I don't understand that. I mean, Tim Hortons is a reputable brand. I mean, it's talked about a lot. It's a fantastic product. So, yeah, I mean, but that was what's stopping Jake from going to the 2018 World Championship. I mean,
well, but you also have to keep in mind, like people in school can be pretty brutal.
Oh, I see. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. But who cares, dude? Whatever. The big national brand flying me out around the world to go play video games,
and potentially win 10K in my pocket or something like that.
Yeah, really. Oh, yeah. Make fun of me all you want.
Vandy, next time you go out to CTWC, you got to get that chicken sandwich place to sponsor you. Like, dress them up as one of them.
As one
of their employees.
Why not? I will do that. I'm going to do that. I'll do it for free. I'll do it for free.
Van Dweller, fly right chicken, baby.
No, not Van Dweller.
Yep.
Keith Didion, right? Come on, get it
Sorry,
get it
Keith
straight, George.
My apologies, Keith.
So awkward. I don't want to know your name.
I don't want to know your name either.
Yeah, I don't even want to know you. Frankly,
who's named Keith? God,
I know it's the worst name in the world.
It's terrible.
It is bad. And here's the problem: is I had like a gap between my two front teeth, so of course you're going to be Keith with the teeth, right? So it's like, thanks a lot.
Oh man, that's brutal.
I know. It is pretty bad.
That's the one thing I don't miss about childhood.
Oh, teasing? Well, yeah, I tease you all the time.
Yeah, but we're adult men. It's funny.
Oh, that is true.
When you're a 9-year-old kid getting teased, it's not the same.
Yeah.
I guess it's like the intent. Like when you're 9, you know, like they're just trying to be mean.
Right.
Yes. When you're 43, you just know that he's a a-hole. But
no, you know, this is how I'm showing love to you, right?
Of course, yeah. We're bros. We're bros.
Well, I wouldn't say those words out loud as a person, but yeah, whatever. Kingsman's form of expression is very like from like wrestling and like locker rooms, and I'm not fully comfortable with it.
Kobe's down to like his final 2 games. He's got one more game he can kind of start and see how the pace goes, but then he's got to just commit.
Come on,
he's wandering off.
Come on, POA. Oh yeah, he's like, nope. He needs to just take a moment, maybe do some burpees. Maybe you think he's doing burpees in the other room? What's he doing?
I have no idea.
All right.
I'm just remembering when Corion ran out of the room to get something last year. What did he end up getting?
Somebody knows.
I don't know.
It wasn't his towel. I think he always has that.
I don't know. Speaking about Corion, he is he's on fire these days with his training. He's been doing those 2-hour qual practice runs, and he's getting like 6-7 max out in those sessions. So,
oh, for sure.
I signed a paper that said that I would be like unbiased and whatever, but I really want Corion to win. I do. Like I really do, and I hope Adam doesn't. Now Keith. I'm like, yes, Adam, we need to talk about your being unbiased. You signed a paper. I'm like, yeah, but I'm a Corion fanboy. I love Corion. I was even on eBay today looking for Sonic towels.
Look at that. Now, I think, listen, as a commentator, I think you can, listen, obviously you have to be impartial to what's going on in the middle of match or whatnot.
Right.
But at the end of the day, you're a fan at heart too. You're rooting for the guys that you want to see go through, and you're able to, be able to put that aside for the spirit of the game and the professionalism that you have. But I mean, come on, we all have our favorites. I mean, Huff is my favorite player currently right now. I love Huff.
Yeah.
I love watching. He's fantastic, and I wish him all the best. But if push comes to shove, I got to call a Huff match versus somebody else. I got to show my unbias.
Right. You mean Miles, right?
Miles is okay.
Wait, what's the difference?
There isn't, but
okay, good. I'm very confused about all that.
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, for me, the thing with Corion is like he's been trying for 2 years to win another CTM, and he's come so close.
And you just want it just because you don't want to be someone who won something 11 times, right? You want to win 12 monthly things because that's like I dominated a year of Tetris. Now, spaced out across 4 years, but still to win a quarter of the entire time. I mean, that's like Yankees territory, right? I mean, that's crazy. That's like Patriots.
I think he wants to prove to himself that he can win it against the field nowadays.
Yes.
Which he definitely can.
Mm-hmm.
There's always something that's happened each time. Either he's had an unfortunate top out at the wrong moment, or his opponent has just been ultra cracked.
Well, that's what it is. You're running into like the Zoomer of the month, like every time, and it's just like a different one. And and then there's, a couple of things that sort of, I mean, it's kind of always the same thing with him, where I can just picture the typical Corian top out in my mind, which is like, probably about 13 rows up at the top of the board, like in columns 2 and 3. And it seems like it gets him there every time. Where it's like some misshift or overshift or undershift, like that part of the board, like the top, like if the play field were divided into 8 squares, 2 by 4, then it would be like in number 3, right? Like it's always some sort of misshift right there, and it just breaks my heart because at this point I'm kind of like waiting for it, and it breaks my heart because I'm such a fan, and I just like, oh yeah, please. I see him getting up to that part of the board, and I'm like, please, just make this go right, and then too often it doesn't. But he's training so hard, and I think I can't believe he's not going to win another one.
Yeah, I don't want to believe it because it's just like, month in, month out. It's an inconvenient time for him. He, the language barrier prevents him from being part of the Discord community to the extent that most everybody else is.
Mm-hmm.
And still, he does it nearly every month.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's not, I could say a bad word about anyone. I literally can't say a bad word about Corian. I could even say something bad about Joey Parker. I mean, it would be hard, but if you gave me an hour, I could think of something. But Corian, I can't think of a bad thing to say about him.
No, he's a fantastic player, and he's a great representation of the sport.
Yeah,
he's a true gamer. I mean,
and he's just a nice man, and he's got a great spirit, and he's so genuine.
He really is. One of my favorite moments I've seen from Corian, because I don't really often get to see him at the full extent of his thoughts, because when he talks in English, he's usually very brief out of necessity. You can kind of see, because he writes on Twitter, and you can translate his tweets. In 2019, he talked about wanting to show what veterans can do when he was talking to Arda in his interview.
Mm-hmm.
And later on Twitter, after CTWC was over, he was very upset because he had gone home and he had translated the word veteran and realized that it meant, or he thought it exclusively meant somebody who was, a former soldier in war.
Right.
And he thought he had been super disrespectful. And fortunately, it was clarified to him that there are multiple definitions of the word, but it stood out to me that he cared enough to like look up all the words he was using and try, he was very concerned about not coming across as like, rude or anything.
Yeah.
Even though nobody in their right mind would ever think he's being rude.
Yeah, of course. And like, second language. And he's doing well. I mean, so it goes to the character of the man. I mean, he's a really great, just a great person, a great, genuine, wholesome. I hate that word nowadays, wholesome, but he really is. Like, he just seems so, earnest and well motivated. So, anyway, 314 for Quaid. Not a huge pacer through 92. So we'll probably see. I wonder if we'll see more center welling from Quaid in games where he really needs to be more efficient, like, in the sense of like, okay, he's behind pace, really just like throw it all out on the table and just, all right, go for it. And if he doesn't get it, then all right, next game.
Quaid's somebody, like, I saw him last year when he was playing in the bracket stage. He would look at his opponent's board and you could tell he was pissed when he was behind, and he would immediately start playing more aggressive to try and take back the lead.
Yeah.
It was extremely noticeable.
What else is noticeable is that this is Poopy Old Hag's last game, and he's transitioned now to 540. So this is his shots. And then that was a heist transition. So there you go.
That's definitely maxable. Gets the pieces to clean up that awkward parody.
Oh, stream must have died a little bit there, so not exactly sure. I've got new internet here. I do have some drop frames, so apologies, everybody.
Okay, phew. I thought that was me.
So I was so ready to say sorry, guys. My bad.
Yeah, Kingsman's
Oh,
tackle.
Poopy.
Oh, Poopy.
Signing off.
Poopy's run has ended.
Oh my God! Wow, dirty scout. All right. Well, anyway, it's great to have Poopy Old Hag here. Lu Yang. I don't know how to pronounce that, but I know I'm doing it wrong. So, anyway, hope to see you in one of the little baby tournaments. And so here we are. We have one player left. And I gotta boop.
I gotta figure it.
Well, I think I just go to the one player scene. Let's go to studio mode first of all.
Go ahead.
Let's see. Yes. So now I will do a transition. Would you like me to do a 3-second fade?
Sure, that'd be pretty nice.
No, it wouldn't. Would it? All right, ready?
It'd be professional.
Look at that. That's right. Yes. This huge bone zone right now. And now it's like we're pretty much just. I mean, you could go to you could go to Total Radness and watch the same exact screen, except without us, which might be better. But But here we are. Quaid's got 23 minutes left, and we are gonna watch those 23 minutes. Yeah. So let's see. We've got now. What is this? Day 2 or 3? Is this day 3? Day 2. That's all some crazy European talk there. I don't know what that is. That's. Yeah. So I in American time, this is day 2. So that's right. So we still have what is today? Tuesday. So we have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So we have 5 more days left. Right. So 2. All right. Let's do my math here. 2 divided by 7 is what? Kingsman, you're an engineer, right? Yeah. All right. The point is, Quaid is probably going to end up, if we extrapolate from his position now, let's say he doesn't improve his position, but he probably will. So that would put him at, I don't know, by my math, 128th. Is that right? Okay. Gotcha. All right. That's my philosophy major math. Sorry. Yep. That's it. Oh, hold on 1 second. I think hold on, guys. We lost some audio, and I will add it right now. Sorry, it's just I have never used the. Okay, you guys should be back. All right, say words.
I say words.
All right, they're back. Thank you, guys.
You're welcome.
Vanity talking to nobody.
Yeah, well, that's like my real life. Although that's kind of like Kingsman though, really, because he goes around saying like he's like, what are your phrases? I don't even remember anymore. You don't have any. Yeah, he just goes ooh when he's walking around, or hey now.
Oh, that's a good one too.
Yeah, that's good. So he just he's talking to himself like with his little phrases. He's always in the Kingsman character.
24/7.
Yeah, like if you're at the grocery store and somebody gives you a certain amount of change, like are you like, hey now?
Well, if they give me extra change, I definitely say, oh yes.
You were talking about the concept of Quaid working earlier. Like the concept of Kingsman working is almost as wild to me.
Really, that he has like a real job at this point. Like I don't know, there's a lot of interesting people in this community, and especially the ones that are older. Maybe I'm projecting a little bit, but I don't know. I feel like this is a way for people like Kingsman and me to, I don't know, maybe we had aspirations, we had dreams of being something other than a bookseller or some customer service manager. And this is a way to
Yeah.
kind of live out those fantasies, right? So,
This is true.
yep.
Scout at least has a great career and a wonderful future because he is a YouTube star, and he can still live those dreams. Me and Van, time
Yep.
is up already. That's it.
That's right. You're old now.
This is our last chance at glory.
Yep. Oh no, 3199999. Lots of nines, but not enough nines. So you need
I don't believe that.
2 more nines would have done it.
680,000 away.
Wow. So you were an engineer. Amazing.
I believe Vandy and Kingsman have many opportunities. Amazing things in the future.
Yeah, that's very sweet of you to say. I mean, that's the way it looks from your view when you're a young man, but when you're just old and beaten down, it's like, you can't see him,
Yeah.
Your eyes and your face is too bloodied from everything you've gone through, and you can't see through it.
My eyes are full of glaucoma.
No, but really, I mean, Vandy's already gone through several iterations. He was famous for poker videos. Now he's famous for Tetris commentary.
Right.
Who knows what the next decade will bring?
Yeah. What other like sub genre or whatever can I get kind of like G-list celebrity status in? We'll find it.
That's the best status to be in. You get the perks of fame, but at a micro level, so you don't have the paparazzi invading your private life.
No.
Being an A-list celebrity would suck in a lot of ways.
Oh, it'd be so terrible with the millions of dollars and just free stuff all the time, and hanging out,
Beautiful women.
hang out with Vince Clemente whenever I want. What are they saying right now? I'm sure on stream everybody knows what they're saying, but what do you think they're? All right, Kingsman, you be Steve.
Be Steve.
And David, you have to be Sean Ritchie. All right, go. Now you fill in like they're your puppets.
Oh man, Quaid, you're killing it tonight, bro. I think go out there and give him a show, bro. I think you got to do it with the shredder, man. Let me go get my modded and my goofy foot, and let's have a party, man. You're already in the bag, bro. What do you think? Come on, Sean, let's go.
I can't compete with that impersonation. I've also been told by Vanny I got to keep Dirty Scout off the air.
Oh yeah, what, just now or like just in general? Just now.
It's not when the kids are watching.
Yeah,
No,
that's just for the Secret Bears Discord server. Nobody knows
Of course,
about.
yes. That's right.
That's it.
Nice job, Scout.
Now, yeah, I mean, is that a thing? I mean, do you have to kind of? I guess you have to because your girlfriend said so.
Yeah. Well, he's also famous. He can't be out there with
He's not
live.
He's not that famous.
Super famous, man. NordVPN is not gonna when they hear Dirty Scout talking, they're not gonna.
That's
be like,
true.
What is this guy doing?
That's true. NordVPN. What? Yeah. How would NordVPN feel about Dirty Scout? That's what you got to think about.
Yeah. Oh man, Scout on
that Chinese mobile game is going to demand their money back.
What? Well, yeah. What's what? So I mean, like to us, like you're like very famous. Like everybody knows you on YouTube. But YouTube. I mean, yeah, and you've had a couple of videos like go, pretty, relatively viral for Tetris viral. But big YouTubers. I mean, you're like Mr. Beast, right? I mean, you're okay. You still got to work a regular job.
Yeah, I'm kind of in that like the YouTuber as a part-time job purgatory, where
Right.
it's not like I still work a day job,
Yeah.
but then I also do YouTube. There's kind of like a maybe perception from some people that I make more from it than I really do, but then some people, like my relatives, think I make nothing and think I'm wasting my time.
Great.
So it's kind of like it goes both ways.
I mean, as long as we keep getting that $150 every month for CTM, I'm cool with whatever you're making.
Right.
Yeah, that's good. I'm sure that's going to end at some point. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. So what? I mean, is this? What do you think is like? What are you going to do? Are you going to like try to be more mass appeal kind of topics, or what do you think is how are you going to make this into something else? Because you're not going to make Tetris videos forever, right?
Yeah, I mean, I've been surprised with how many endless topics there are to make about Tetris. I think there's so many like scopes and scenes. Like I've been stuck. Like I've had a PAL video in purgatory for like a year, and all the PAL people are they're fed up with me of it how long it's taken. But like the Dr. Mario scene that I experienced this past weekend, they were really amazing, and I would love to cover them. They really remind me of what the Tetris community probably was like before all the virality and stuff.
Yes.
It's a bunch of people. They're like in their 30s and 40s. They've been playing it since they were a kid, and they fly out from all over the U.S. It's for the love of the game, and they're all friends with each other. It's very wholesome. It's so much like Tetris. It was really cool to experience it and be like, oh my gosh, this is what the Tetris community feels like to an outsider again. I got to experience it again.
Yeah. Now you're obviously extremely talented. I don't mean that in a glib way or like like kissing ass or whatever, but like I mean like, the production value, the research, the writing, and all the videos, like really like this is you're gonna be more than just a guy who makes quirky Tetris videos, or maybe not. So what I'm wondering is, like, is the plan here that you're gonna take what you learn, making like this is kind of like your sandbox, right? So Tetris is your sandbox. You're gonna figure it all out and then apply it to another topic, or something else, or do you think you're gonna take Tetris and make it so that that's the thing that's popular and can actually sustain a channel, like in a real way, like as a career? Like which way do you think that goes?
I mean, I'd love it if Tetris, could sustain a career. Currently, there's only one person in the scene who managed to do it. But I'd really hope that multiple people could in the Tetris community. I feel like the potential is there. And like making Tetris videos is like the most fun I've had on YouTube. It's really been a blast.
Yeah. So I mean, it's a way to sidestep the question, but like really.
Well, I was saying, yeah, I would love it if Tetris really does continue to take off.
Yeah, but is that the plan? Is the plan like, okay, I'm going to keep driving this Tetris thing and I'm going to make it huge, or is it like, yeah, I'm probably just going to go like review credit cards, like, and have a channel with like millions of subscribers, like, everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what you have to do. Like if you're going to be on YouTube, you have to do something that scales, like a topic that is so wide of interest that like any number of people will watch a video about it. And now I guess that isn't 100% true, because you do have like these speedrunning channels, which I think is the nearest analog to what we have, where it's like a retro game. It's kind of a niche community.
So sorry to cut you off. I've been called to an emergency off mic. I'll be right back.
Okay. Yep. No problem. See, the questions got a little too spicy for him. And
Good,
so
man.
it's
How
like,
to look at you.
yeah, I can't answer this question.
I know he's got to run now.
It's like, this interview's over.
Man, oh man, you know what it means. He ain't coming back, Van.
Yeah. Yeah.
Van, you ruined it again.
Do you think that was NordVPN saying, excuse me, we really can't have you, because they're calling right now?
Yeah, they're calling him right now. He's got to save face now. They'll be like, listen, this is all satire.
Yeah. I hope it's not like I hope everything's okay. I hope it's not like a home invasion or something.
Well, he said I'll be right back. So.
Well, maybe he's very confident about his self-defense skills.
Well, I guess so.
Yeah, let me go grab the shotgun real quick, and I'll take care of this. I'll be right back. No problem.
Funny story. I was hoping to get it in while he was still here, because it is a very funny story. I don't know if we've talked about it on stream or not, but Scout is so famous, man.
Is he?
That even the great Wumbo wanted to meet him in person, and they got to meet in Ohio. And the morning that we had our little breakfast get together that Chen was hosting, he came up to Scout and he was talking to him for a little bit, and it was great. And he's like, "Hey, I'll see you around." And, it was pretty cool. Scout was like, "Wow, that was Wumbo. He's interested in talking to me. That's pretty cool." So then later on, Scout had to leave early because he had a commitment to get to. So he had to, spend Sunday during a travel day, and he left. And then as everybody's starting to kind of wrap it up, Wumbo came back over to the table that we were all, because we kind of like were separate. Where there was like a table for all the modern guys hanging out. There was a table for all the classic guys. Kind of like that clicky thing back in high school. So Wumbo comes over to the table and he's like, so you're a Scout, right? I just want to make sure. And of course, Scout had left, and he was actually getting confused with Mr. Valor. Mr. Valor was still hanging around because all he saw was the bushy beard, and he's like, "So, can we get a photo together or something?"
Yeah.
And of course, Valor did not play it up. He was a gentleman and didn't want to make Wumbo look silly. And he said, "No, the Scout already left for the day. It just, I'm not Scout." And it's like, "Oh, okay. I really wanted to get a picture with him."
Yeah, not you. Yeah. Well, anyway, I feel bad because Modus was like, "There's Tetris happening," but like, you guys can watch the Tetris. Like, you don't need me to tell you what is happening in front of your eyes, guys. You can,
This is a qualifier.
Yeah, I mean, for God's sakes, let's talk to people while we can in this open format.
Yeah, I mean, how often do you get a chance to talk to Scout? When you put him on the grill there and he has to run away.
Yeah, I mean, somebody other than Sir Mazer or whatever asking the questions. Like it's spicy.
I don't know. I mean, Vandy, what would be your long-term goals with CTM? Do you think it would be something that would be sustaining for you?
No, you're pushing it. You didn't answer the question. Now you're pushing it back on me. The CTM, it's not sustainable by me. Because I am a train wreck of a person. Like, I don't have the executive kind of skills to be able to, like, I mean, like, I contrast myself with like Pumpy, right? Pumpy Heart, which I don't remember. What's his real name again? Who knows? We're using real names.
What is it?
Thomas, right?
That's right, Thomas. Yeah.
Yeah. So Thomas is like scheduled out every day to the half hour with exactly all the tasks that he has to do, and he fits them into half-hour bundles, and then he just does the tasks. And he just executes out. Here's what I have to do, and I put him on a thing, and I can just do them. I am utterly incapable of doing that, which I think it shows in the way that CTM is just run, which it barely runs. It's all just kind of like last minute. It's rushed. It's and part of the reason why we've cultivated this kind of, I don't know, where it's a kind of a meme where, the jank is there because if I didn't make that part of the brand and I actually held myself to like standards where everything had to be professional looking, like I wouldn't be able to do it. So I don't have whatever it is to be successful in a large scale operation, like as somebody who's running and organizing it. I don't have the ability to do that. Like I say this, hopefully my job's not watching because I am a manager, but I'm able to delegate. So and people have to do what I say. In CTM, they don't. They're volunteers and they just say, well, I don't want to do this, or I can't find anybody to do it. So my goal is, and my aspiration is that Tetris because I think it has the ability and the potential to become like a real legitimate esport. I watch these other esports on like TNT cable, and it's, whatever, Overwatch. I can't follow it. Maybe because I'm too old or whatever. And these other sports and, CSGO and whatever, I can't follow it. And I think there are other people that are like me. And I think Tetris is something that or this version of Tetris is something that people like me can follow. And the personalities are interesting. So I think this has the potential, and I don't know that I'm the person that can do it. I just think that I'm doing my thing. I'm helping to keep it, keep running it, and keep it going. And I have some interesting ideas, and I can inspire other people who are better than me to do things better than I do them. But that's all I can really do.
Yeah, I mean, you took over CTM when nobody else would, and I think a lot of people qualifying in the tournament and a lot of people watching in chat are still here today because of you. So
that's very sweet.
Thank you for what you did.
I'm crying. And now go away. That's what you're saying. Yes. Please let somebody else do it so you stop ruining Tetris.
Yeah, go away, old man.
Yeah, it's like give it a Kingsman already, because Kingsman very organized. In fact, I don't know, Kingsman, if you're looking for, I think we need some managers over in my org. So I don't know, we should probably, but you wouldn't. Oh, actually, you can live anywhere now. So in our company, so you don't have to be tied to a geography. But yeah, I don't have in summary, Game Scout, I am utterly incapable of running anything. And yeah, so now I'm sad. So thank you for bringing that up. No, I'm just kidding. I'm fine.
Yeah, to answer your question, I mean, yeah, I'll do something else if I have to, but
Right.
I would love for Tetris to blow up, and I get to do that as, you know, a main channel all day. That'd be the dream.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, failing that, I mean, because it's, you know, it's kind of, this whole thing's been going on like CTWC like 10, 11 years now. And you kind of start to think, well, if it was going to happen, maybe it would have. But I don't know if I truly believe that. I think we kind of missed an opportunity with COVID, because I think it was really cresting with, you know, there's momentum, and it was really dealt us all a blow, missed opportunities and stuff like that. But, you know, you can't cry over spilled milk, so you just kind of do what you can do. But I think you'll have to do something. But I hope you know, it's something interesting. And not just like reviewing credit cards.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I thought my most viewed video was forever going to be the Classic Tetris World Championships Explained, the first major video I did. And now my 2 most viewed videos came in the past 5 months. Yeah. The rolling stuff. So, I mean, the rolling thing caught me completely by surprise. And I think there still could be more surprises to come.
This is the last play style, right? If there's no other, like, all right, you're hitting the top of the controller really fast, you know, or, you know, okay, so first you're pressing the controller like everybody, like normal people do. It's like, oh, well, like, I'm going to press the top of the controller really fast. And I'm like, that is like, I can't think of any other play style. So someone says, well, instead of hitting the top of the controller, what if I hit the bottom of the controller, right? There's no other place to hit the controller, right? So this is the last play style, right?
I mean, probably in a general sense. I'm just amazed at the creativity. Like, you know, Matt Marthin's teeth rolling. I never thought that would be a serious grip.
I don't want to think about that. I can't do. Like I just feel it in my body. Like that hurts.
Well, maybe if you do it, Vanda, you know, that Invisalign will give you an advantage.
Oh, that's true. Actually, if I had the Invisalign on, I could do it. So I think people are going to have to get custom mouth guards and run their teeth over the. Yeah, this is possible.
Okay. And for me, because like I could never think of doing that because my controller's dirty. I would feel gross doing it. But with a mouth guard, I could see it.
Right. Or just an everything guard, just like a whole, just cover your entire mouth with like, ugh.
Because I'm going to invent something.
Yeah. Well, I hope so. Because I know what my hands touch throughout the day, and like I know it's all over my controller, whatever it is. Yeah. You know, I'm like, you know, brooms and mops and I don't know, just all kinds of weird stuff. And now everyone go wash your controller. It's probably disgusting now that I think about it. That's the lesson for tonight. Clean your controller, guys and girls and others.
Save the dirty Tetris for the game itself.
Oh, wait, somebody said, where did guys, gals, and pals is what you should say. I like that.
Yes.
I like that.
Guys, gals, and pals.
Gals, and pals. Yeah.
Guys, gals, pals, and NCSCs.
Yep. Where did I hear that?
Well,
I don't know where I heard that, but I like it.
Well, it's yours now. So here we go. This is it, Van. Finally, perhaps last game of the night.
Les Quaid, has something happen right here. He's well on pace to get a final max.
Kingsman, stop it. How dare you?
It's like in those moments, I can't tell if all our mics went out or something, or we're all just waiting for the other person to say something.
Yeah, well, you gotta say something so they know you're still here, and they go, "Is the stream dead?" You know, like the most critical moment. Is the stream dead, guys? And I'm like, "What?" Like, no, it didn't. We're just quiet, dummy.
Watching.
Yeah, or watching along with you guys.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll throw out a couple of woo.
Parity was very nicely handled by Quaid. He had some tough decisions to make with the limits of DAS up high with his stack, and he set himself up for success.
I mean, you said it earlier, Scott. He has amazing DAS control, and you can just tell all night long he's had a good command of it, playing very well. And I went back to watch his run for last year CTWC. He played pretty well in the later rounds. You know, his first round with Cheese was kind of brutal to watch. He did not have it early, but then later on he stronger and stronger as the matches went on, and he played very impressive, almost beating Fractal in their decider.
I remember discussions on the Discord servers like several months ago about would we see any DAS players in the top 64? Would we only see like one or two? Is DAS playstyle just completely obsolete in the rolling era? And I mean, Mr. Valor, Quaid are throwing up more maxes than a lot of hyper tappers. Probably some of the rollers. I mean, they're showing like you can still play with the old playstyle.
Yeah, Quaid on the verge of the record for DAS right now, but we don't want to. We're gonna ruin it with our caster curse. But he's still like playing around the room and whatever.
Yeah, but look at the funny thing is that probably everybody looks at it, they think he's just like a character. He's got all these antics he's doing. He's up to shenanigans, but he's actually a very brilliant mind. I mean, he realizes that he needed to just calm down in 25. He was having a great pace and just slowed it down, took his burns, and look at this. Now he's about 1.5 away.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
Okay, good.
Oh, gets it. Yeah. Oh, so close. He can line it out.
Just burn you with. Yeah, there you go. Smart man.
Yeah.
Don't.
You think he'll go for the Tetris?
No. There it is. And the record for DAS in a qualifier in the last game of the night for Sean Quaid, Richie Hauser, whatever his name is. He's the world record holder for DAS maxes in a qualifying 2-hour qualifying session at CTWC. So look at this. We're setting records. We're breaking records.
234 lines.
And 234 lines, why not? So lots of nines. So look at this guy. Is he the greatest DAS player in the world right now? I don't know, but he's the greatest DAS player on our screen. And we salute you, Sean, Richie, Quaid, whoever you are, in the bone zone. Kingsman, what do you have to say about all this?
Oh, they're telling you right now, Van, that they are too sweet because the TWO has done it again. Look at him showing you how it's done, baby. Big, sexy Daddy Quaid, the world record holder, right there in your sights. Who'd have thunk it? Congratulations, buddy.
Immediate thought I have is I don't know if somebody can stat check this in the chat. Does this beat Joseph Saley's #1 seed in 2019? I remember he got 4 max outs. I don't remember what his kicker was. Quaid might have just scored what would have been #1 seed in 2019.
Jeez. Well, somebody will check, and maybe 556 viewers will all independently find this out for themselves, and because no one is telling us. But if he did, it's amazing, and even if he didn't, it's pretty amazing. So look at this, Quaid with the 4 interlock. Oh my God, that's very intimate. All right, so anyway, I think this is it. Do I just turn off the stream? Is there anyone? And am I the last one? Look at these guys.
Well, the last one, Van.
I want them to. I want them to kiss, frankly, but that would be weird.
All
right. So, who are we raiding? Someone? Who should we raid right now? Should we raid them? Are they going to keep playing? Someone confirm that they're going to keep playing for real, and I will raid them. But they have to make out. What?
Hey now.
Are they? They're not going to keep playing, right? Larry Long. Why should we raid Harry Hong? Harry Hong isn't going to play in this event. We got to raid him now. Come on now. All right. And we raided him yesterday. They're going to have an after party. Yeah, they raided him yesterday. So, all right, we're going to raid. We're going to raid this, and if they lose the Raiders, whatever. Go back. Go throughout your raid Mo. Peyton wants us to raid Mo. Why should I do what Peyton says? If I did what Peyton says, Oh my God, where would I be?
I don't know. Quaid's doing all sorts of stuff. I think he deserves a raid
Yeah,
after that
Yeah,
world
yeah,
record
send-
performance.
I agree with the executive decision made by David McDonald. Here, let's go back to our 4-player scenes where all our names are on it. There's all our names, everyone. Write them down and, look to Google us and try to find out where we live and hang out. No, I'm just kidding.
course.
Don't do that.
Yeah, thanks.
You're welcome. Anyway, any parting words, David McDonald? MacDonald.
Thanks for watching, y'all. I'll see you tomorrow.
George, can I delete where it says King? I mean, that's ridiculous, George.
Well, I don't know who made that up, but ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. Of course, this has been great. Qualifying continues tomorrow. We got some good ones there. Do not miss out, including Classic Vamche. He'll be in the house. Can he max out for the first time? You're gonna find out.
Yeah, what time tomorrow? I don't know. Well,
Vamche? Is that how you say it?
No,
Boom.
That was Voms.
it's Vomps.
No.
How dare you?
It's Vom.
All right,
it's Vamche.
we're rating.
Yeah, no.
I don't know what time it is tomorrow. You're just gonna have to figure it out, and so
Or you could just do exclamation qual for
there you
all
go.
the information.
Exclamation qual. All right, bye everybody. Blah 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 blah. Good night.